Hello, a day with Caleb. We are back with a cool DC uh, pickups video. I believe I got one, I got the movies and one of these box sets from Amazon. The other one, I believe, was eBay. Yes, that's correct. So I'll explain that a little more. But I went on Amazon to get some supplies, like normal everyday supplies, and they had a DC movie that I wanted that's been on my list for a while, and then I clicked on that to see the price and it was on sale, and below that was this box set, volume 2. We'll talk about that in a little bit, the price and everything. But I initially saw this one, which just came out recently, well, a month or so, and it was on sale. I couldn't believe it. Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons. So, Batman had a son, and this is Ra's al Ghul's daughter, her son as well. So he's connected to Ra's al Ghul, and then Superman, of course, married Lois, and they had a son, Jonathan Kent. The Robin, of course, is Damian Wayne. So pretty cool. I never read this comic storyline, but I watched the movie and it is fantastic. I am familiar with Damian Wayne. Not as familiar with Jonathan Kent in the comics, but it was cool to see this and to see what are they called? The star people that attach themselves. That's one of my favorite JLA storylines. The star people attacking the Justice League. Right under Tower of Babel, as far as Justice League storylines, but this was a fantastic movie. And I think it was like 10, maybe $12, which is a good deal. Then while I was there, I was looking at these, because these have been on my movie list for years, I think. Maybe not so much this one, but this one has been on my wish list for a while. Probably a couple years at least. It says 2022. Maybe just a year. But Catwoman Hunted, that was on sale as well. This case is kind of flimsy though. I did pick that up. I don't know if that... Well, I broke it now. It's kind of concaved. I don't know if that shows up on camera. But anyway, so it was a good deal. I don't know why it's bent like that. I don't remember it being like that. Anyway, and then the third film, Green Lantern, Beware My Power. And this came out, I want to say last year as well. I think these came out around the same time. So I'm trying to stick with the DC animated films, because they pump out some films now. It's not like Marvel where it's like once in a while they'll release a movie. These are like, they do 2 or 3 a year probably. at least. And the art styles are different. They pull from different comic storylines and different things, so that's great. These two, weren't as good as this per se, but still decent group of films. And then while I was getting those, this was on there, and I looked at the price. I could not believe it. It was like $18.99 or something like that. Now they do have some damage, box damage, both of them. They were sealed, but maybe the one was in transit, volume 1, but I don't think this was in transit. I think that was already there. Maybe in storage or something. But this one still has the backing, and you can see the artwork. And we'll kind of freehand the camera and show off the graphic novels in a minute, but I could not believe this was so cheap. For a if you're unfamiliar with these, they released volume 1, which we'll show in a minute, and then volume 2, and each one has a graphic novel and the film that's based on the graphic novel inside, which we will show in a minute. So that was what I say, almost 19 bucks. So that was my Amazon. And then this I found on eBay. Volume 1 is a little more pricier. Well, usually volume 2 was in the 40 range before Amazon lost its mind. I'm glad they did. It sold it for $19. But volume 1 was, I want to say 30 range, high 30s, maybe almost 40. So that's not bad for, 6 graphic novels. And I love the artwork too. And you can see the back. This one didn't come with the backing like the volume 2, but that's okay. This one was sealed too, but this one I was so worried. The box was caved in, crushed almost, and you can see there I fixed it, but it kind of caught the end of the box, but it didn't damage any of the graphic novels or the films inside the graphic novels, which I was most worried about. And it came with this thick plastic on it. I think that helped it as well. But Amazon does not believe in bubble wrap at all. They had a little bit in there, but it was not surrounding where it needed to be surrounded. And I don't know how they crushed that box. Anyway, the joys of shipping. But this is a volume 1 and volume 2. So now we'll flip it around and we'll show what each volume comes with. So we saw the box. That's cool there on the back. So this is volume 1, 6 graphic novels, and the animated movies. They do also come with digital codes. So we have Batman Year 1, and we are going to MegaCon, and Frank Miller is going to be at MegaCon, and I'm thinking I'm going to have him sign this graphic novel. Could on Sin City, could on the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel, but this will look great. He can sign right there in the cape. So I think we'll do that. But we'll show one of the, see, it comes with the graphic novel. Then in the back it comes with digital code and the movie that the graphic novel, they based from the graphic novel. So that's Batman Year One, The Death of Superman, and this film is Superman Doomsday. So that's cool. Justice League Volume 1 Origin, Wonder Woman, George Perez, JLA Earth 2, and Batman Black and White. And let's see. The movies are a little different, I think, for some of these. Gotham Dark Knight for Batman Black and White. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. Wonder Woman, I think, is the same. And then we already talked about Doomsday. And then this is Justice League War. And then Batman Year One, I think, is the same. Yes. Okay, so that was Volume 1. Now Volume 2, of course, the box. And the 4 graphic novels. Batman Under the Red Hood, which is the same as the movie is the same title as the graphic novel. That's a good graphic novel as well. Batman Superman, I believe this is Public Enemies. Yes. So these also have the graphic novels as well. That was a cool bonus because Voodoo, sometimes they have an expiration date on them, which was 2019, which is when these came out. So I was kind of worried that they wouldn't work, but they ended up working, so that was great. Justice League, which is what? Oh, Justice League Throne of Atlantis, which is a decent film, actually. So I don't know why this one's picking up glare more so than the other ones. And The Dark Knight Returns, which I could have had Frank Miller sign, but I think I'm going to do Batman Year One. Like I said, it looks cooler. Then this is Batman the Dark Knight Returns, and it came with 2 special feature discs, which are the same, identical. If you look on the back, I guess they just put an extra one in there. I don't know, but I'm going to keep both because you might could get a couple bucks, but it's not really worth the hassle. Then, we showed these off. If you haven't seen Super Sons, go see that. Good film. But these were cool box sets to add to the collection, Volume 1 and Volume 2. They have released more of these graphic novel plus movies, but they haven't done another box set that I'm aware of. Hope you enjoyed. This one was a DC packed video, so if you're not a DC person or a comic person, you might not have really enjoyed this, but I hope you did. Maybe we all learned something, and it's cool to have these graphic novels in my collection. Ever since Dave got his DC collection graphic novel sets, I've been wanting them. And you can't beat $19 on Amazon. So finally pulled the trigger and will add some value hopefully when I meet Frank Miller, which will be coming up. This video might be I think this video will be dropped after MegaCon. So if you haven't seen that, go back and enjoy those videos. Hopefully I can get him on camera, I don't know, we'll see. He's kind of in the shadows more so, but like, subscribe, share with a movie DC lover. Until next time, read those comic books and keep collecting.